I'm doing here is I am in the process of making my exhaust fan system for my paint booth. What this is our frame structure for our exhaust wall. And what we're talking about is basically this thing right here. This is an exhaust panel out of a paint booth, okay? An authentic paint booth. And what it holds 24 by 24. Let me get my tape measure out because I want to make sure I'm... Fucker. And what we're talking about is this right here. This is an exhaust panel out of a paint booth that holds either intake filters or exhaust filters. And just to be on the safe side, I want to go ahead and make sure that these are 24 by 24. So I'm going to take my tape measure. They're actually 20s, I'm sorry. Yeah, 20, okay. So we got 4 20s, which makes 80. And then we got 2 20s up, which makes 40. So what I'm doing right now is I am actually making the frame, and then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and add all the boxes after we make the frame. Now, my intentions were that I was going to put intake filters, one on each corner of the paint booth in the back, and then in the front, I was going to put 2 more in the front on each corner, and then they were going to go up above the garage door, and then what would happen is the fan, the exhaust fan, would be up there, just like a paint booth that you purchased. But then I started thinking, that's a lot of work, that's a lot of money for the work that I'm doing. I'm not doing a lot of collision work anymore. The corporation's basically put me out of fucking business on that. So I decided what I'm going to do is make a portable exhaust box that will hold 4 times 8 exhaust filters. Is that right? 2, 4, 8. So it'll be 8 exhaust filters, and then I'll have an exhaust fan on the other side. And if we look right there in them 2 boxes, those are brand new exhaust fans. I got a 36-inch right here, and once again, I actually want to measure that. That's not even a 36, that's a 28. So more than likely, we're not even going to use that fan. Wow, I thought I bought a 36-inch exhaust. I thought that was a 36 by 36. I'm going to have to check that out. This one down here is a 48 by 48. So it looks like this is the one that we're going to be using. That's not even a 48, that's a 40. So I don't know what the fuck I got going here. I could have sworn that I bought a 48, but then I bought them such a long time ago, I don't even know. Let's go ahead and see how big this fan actually really is. Okay, it's only 39 incher. All right, that's probably the one we're going to use then right there. I could have sworn that little box was a 36 by 36 and the big one was a 48, but I guess we're wrong. If that one's a 28 inch, that means that's only a 27 by 27. I'm wondering if that one will do it. I got to get the paperwork out and see what the CFM is on this to see if it's going to pull enough air for the paint booth building that I'm building. So while we're contemplating on what fan we're going to use, I want everybody to take a look at this stuff right here. This is 1 inch angle. And this is what I'm going to make the frame out of for my exhaust box. I already had it. I'm not going to go buy 1.5 or 2 inch angle when I already got this. So we're going to go ahead and use this. We'll make a skeleton structure frame out of it. And then we will wrap that with 18 gauge sheet metal. This was my initial situation. I was going to make them 8 feet tall, and then I was going to put filters, like I said, in the corners, all 4 corners. One would be the intake on one side, exhaust on the other, but we're not going to do that now. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this stuff. It will probably go up for sale, and I will make a video on selling it. There's a lot of people out there that are building their own paint and building their own paint booths at home, homemade paint booths, and this is the stuff you need to make your filtration system. So I'm probably going to go ahead and make mine, and then I will showcase mine, and then I will sell this sheet metal here to the individuals out there that want to make a professional style paint booth the easy, simple way. Now, this stuff is galvanized steel, and you can basically see it right here. This one here is going to be welded to that, and then of course this one here will come over here like this. So I'm going to take this right here, and then that is going to fit right there, just like that. And then I'll take this end and repeat my process. And this is where you kind of get in a little bit of a stickle. You got to make sure that you have 4 sets of vice grips. So we're going to go ahead and repeat our process over here. Just like this. And then we're going to come over here. And if everything comes out right, it should square everything up. We're going to go ahead and measure that out, because I'm telling you now it's probably going to be crooked. And I can already see that it is. And the way that we're going to measure that, we are going to go from this corner here, we're We're going to hook on it right here. And we got 92 and a half. And we got 97. So that's telling me that this thing is really out of fucking square, guys. So what we're gonna do is go like that. See how I twisted that? So if we had 97, let's see what we got now. That was way out of whack. This is where it's nice if you have your helper. Okay, we got 94 3/4. That's pretty damn close, 94 3/4. We're at 1/8 off, so let's just go just like that. That should be squared up. Let's make sure on that. And I was saying, this is where it would be nice to have another pair of hands. Okay, 95, that should square it up. It should be 95. Let's see. $93 1/4, so we got to kick this one right there. That should be it right there, guys. That's 94 7/8. That should give us 94 7/8. So what I'm doing, I'm shimmy-shamming around. Now what I want to do, I want to go ahead and weld that. I'm going to go ahead and just spot weld it just to get everything together. That's what I want to do. I just want to spot weld everything. I don't want to completely weld it 100%. Because I want to make sure, there we go, okay. Thought that was off a little bit. But I want to make sure, and one more thing I want to check before I weld this, is it was 84 inches from outside to outside. And that's exactly 84 inches. So let's double check our measurement inside. We got exactly 40 inches here. That would be 2 filters. And then we should have 80 inches right here. Let's double check. Now we're talking about inside, and that's exactly 80 inches. I'm going to go ahead and weld this frame up, and then I'm going to get this steel out. We're going to go over there and see what we got to do to get it all tied and buttoned up to make our exhaust wall. For our SWR&C, custom cars, crazy cars, custom home-built paint booth building. This is a separate building that I am building for a paint booth structure. Let me go ahead and show you what I've already done. On the door itself, you can see I added some 2-inch by 2-inch angle aluminum all the way, because if you look right here, we had to go over to River Rat, our buddy Jed, River Rats, and I got a piece of diamond plate to add to it because the floor on this paint booth actually is tilted for the water to run off. It's tilted down, so you can kind of see the gap that we had and what I had to add to. But I put that angle on there to make sure that I got it airtight, and it really works out good. It's keeping all the dust out as best possible. And then up on the top, I went ahead and got me some rubber from Amazon, and I'm not done with that yet, but you can see that I put the rubber seal up there, and I am actually going to take some flat metal, and then I will put it on, take all the screws out and put it on top, but I was just testing it out to make sure that it's sealed, and it really works good, and that will be another deterrent for dust and trash to get inside. So let me get this welded up and see where we go from there. Our paint booth is looking good. It's gonna be a nice paint booth. I got it all wired up, all the electrical's done. I got all the walls. I'm debating whether I should put corner trim in the building. That's just another expense. I don't know if I want to do that. Whew, a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money.
Alright, looks like we got it all spot welded and welded together. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got.
So when you look at it, it doesn't look like it's that big. But you'll see when I get it off of this stand I got it on here. Remember, this thing's 80 inches long. And if you're looking to make a paint booth at your house, I don't really care if you're doing it like I'm doing it or you're using your home garage or whatever. What I am doing right here, what you see me making, is the most 100 and accurate, professional, I'm going to say that word again, professional way to make a paint booth that is EPA friendly, environmentally safe, and fire hazard safe guy fucking shit. What I am doing and the way that I'm making this is exactly, identically, 100% exactly like they have inside 100% authentic paint booth, like I used to have in Dallas. This will be on the inside of my paint booth or my garage, and on the outside will be the exhaust fan. Let me get this done. I'm going to get a little farther down the line with it. We're going to double check it and see what we got. I think for extrasensory perception, I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this right here just like that. We'll go ahead and set that up there. And I'm going to go ahead and spot weld all these corners to make sure that this thing will never ever come apart. So let me get that done, and we're moving down the line as my friend Pete builds a homemade paint booth. Very expensive paint booth, but on the circumstantially, advisedly situational hand, we have found the fucking solution at Southwest Rod and Custom DIY Auto School to do it right, do it right, do it right, do it right. Because if you're not doing it right, bitch, you aren't motherfucking doing it at all. I got more welding to do. I thought I was done doing that. I gotta do it right. It's the only way we're doing it. It's the right way. Getting off our ass on Sunday and fucking working. Yeah, that's right. You heard it, bitch. Getting her done and doing it right. Number one, thumbs up, and fuck everybody that says I'm wrong.